Hello and welcome to a new video. Tonight I'll be taking Ebike for a ride through some off-road trails that I'm wanting to check out. But before I do that, I need to go swap into a different helmet. Hopefully I have a better ride than the guy down here where the, the cops are. But yeah, here we go. So this is starting out by the Butchertown Greenway, which is a mixed-use path that is off of Story Avenue. It's off kind of like Story and Melwood, and it takes you from there, behind the Botanical Gardens, and then to the River Road area. And there are a ton of bugs everywhere. So I am very glad that I made the decision to wear the full face helmet. Although in sections I'm still not doing a ton of talking because the full face helmet still has some little air slits that bugs can come in through. Hopefully it'll clear up here in a second. Okay. I guess there's no harm in going through here for a quick burst. Before I go over and check out this one location, I was kind of interested to see what it looked like. Let's see, so up ahead is the Ohio River off in the distance. If it's enough light to see that far away. There's this is near the, I think, the Eva Badman Cyclocross Park, but since this is a heavier e-bike, I don't actually take this on trails meant for dirt, for mountain bikes and stuff, BMX. You know, go through light trails and fields and stuff, and not go through the trails that are meant for actual bicycles. Because even though this is not super heavy, I think the main thing is that since it has a throttle, that you can tear up terrain that on a bicycle, obviously it's all 100% foot power, so you wouldn't be spinning tires. So it's basically you're spinning tires in places that you normally wouldn't be able to, and that's what makes the e-bikes with throttles and stuff more destructive to trails, so I just avoid doing that. So this is somewhere, I had seen this on Google Maps and such, and I was just kind of interested in what all's back here. Where all this goes. And hopefully the camera lens has not been covered in bugs at this point, rendered unusable, but we'll see when I edit this. So this is some type of radio station, I believe, which I'm not sure exactly what they're transmitting out here, but so then there's a trail that goes back here in the woods. So I figured I would check this out and see where this goes. There's a gravel path. I wasn't sure where all this goes. I'm taking this e-bike over a motorcycle. Because this thing, if you really need to, you can just pick it up and turn around. If you get into tight quarters. I'm not sure where all these paths back here go. And if I'm going to end up running into some people in tents or something. Oh, hey. Oh, yep. I did not think there'd be people back here, but I guess there are. So maybe I do not want to go through the woods, because that could be not good. Oh. Oh, kind of muddy. I actually have no clue where this ultimately goes, so I may turn around and go back. And there's a lot of people back here, which I was not expecting. Don't want to run into unexpected people who don't want to see me. Yeah, and I had no clue what was back here. I just seen this on Google Maps. It went through briefly on a ride on a motorcycle ride. Not all the way back as far as this, just through some of the beginning sections are right off the road. So if you're in the area, don't go through here. This is back to the roads, I think. Yeah, and there are other trails, but again, I would have to assume that there are people back there that I don't want to disturb and who definitely don't want me back there, so. But then up ahead there is this radio station. It's kind of interesting. So I'll just take this back out to River Road. And since that's actually not a very long trip, I thought it might come back out to the Butchertown Greenway. It looks like this does come out to the other side of it, but there is the creek, Beargrass Creek, that's in the middle, so you'd have to cross that, it looks like, to get to the other side. So this goes, you know, close to it. It goes alongside it, but from the other side of where I started at. So, because when I was shining the light earlier when somebody said something, I was looking because it looked like there was a parachute that was on the thing, but I guess it was actually just like a tent that had been strewn up there, or some type of tarp or something they put up. So what I will do, since I have a pretty far ride from here to the next location, is I'll jump ahead, do some additional off-road riding. Alright, so I'm at some different trails. It's a big field that's near Seneca Park. I'm not really too concerned about taking this heavier e-bike through here because they clearly mow this and bring vehicles up here pretty often. So we'll go check these out. Again, I'm not going to go back through the actual mountain bike trails because I'm trying to be respectful and not destructive to stuff. So this is, again, near Seneca Park. It's actually pretty close to the interstate as well, Interstate 64. Just did a quick tire check on my tires. Yeah, but they have trails. If you have an actual mountain bike, they have a bunch of trails you can take them through. They go through the woods. There's a bunch of trails. I will say they get pretty technical. So if you're not up to that, then you know, because they're not just light paths like this where it's just grass. They can get pretty technical. But, you know, just for going through the open field like this is pretty fun as well. And one other thing I'm going to check out here before I wrap this ride up is, oh, turn this light off. There is a trail that goes through up here that goes over this pedestrian crossing that goes across the interstate. So I go through there real quick. It's just right off the road. It's not very far. I turned off the light on top of my helmet so I'm not blinding oncoming drivers as I go through. There's nobody near. Turn a helmet light on to help see. Some type of possum or something. So there's paved paths back there for the vehicles that come through and do the lawn work and the gardening stuff that goes on back here. Then there's a little bike trail. Did I already pass this up? No, that's something else. Okay. Shows how familiar I am with all this stuff. I was also making sure that it's not grown up over... I think you just go straight back, actually. And follow the little bike trail. Okay, yeah. So this goes up here. I'll turn this overhead light off. And then I'll turn the headlight off. So there's the highway overpass. I'll look down the other direction. All right. Okay. So now I'll head back. I think that'll probably wrap this evening's ride up. Oh. yeah, so that was going for a ride through some paths that were down kind of by the river off of River Road. And then I came back from there down like Lexington Avenue, cut through Cherokee Park, and then I'm over here right now by Seneca Park. And then there are basketball courts and stuff over there that are pretty popular, especially in the summer. Let me turn my helmet light off. But yeah, so that'll wrap up this ride. Like I said, I started over on some trails that were by the Ohio River, off River Road. Came back through Cherokee Park. Now I'm in Seneca Park. And went through some of the fields out here. Again, if you have an actual mountain bike, there's a lot of cool mountain bike trails that go for miles back through the woods. So it's all very much worth checking out. But yeah, that'll wrap up till next time.